again YouTube, so I'm coming back to you this time with another video, and right now I'm going to give you my full thoughts and full review of the Philips Fresh Air Mask. I've been using this mask for about 2 weeks now on and off, and I feel like there's a lot to like about it, but there's also a lot of drawbacks to this concept and to this mask, so let me dive right into this. First off, the mask, let's start with the pros. The mask is pretty comfortable, especially if you have a face on the smaller side. So it looks like this on me, and even though my face is, I would say it's on the bigger side, it's fine. I mean, it fits okay, though it could be larger, which that's a con that I'll go into later. The other side, pro is that it's very, very easy to use. So all you gotta do is, you don't need to have any neck strap or head strap or anything like that. You just put it on and it goes around your ears, and that's it. It's the most normal looking mask of all the fan operated or battery operated masks out there, and there are a few, namely the LG Puricare. Now there's a Gen 2 version of it. There is the Razer Zephr that looks really cool and outlandish, but you really need to try hard to get your hands on that. And yeah, a whole bunch of knockoffs on online, but those are the three that I mainly looked at: the Philips and the LG and Razer. I'm not aware of any others. Okay, so first off, this fan is extremely easy to use. All you gotta do is you push this button here. When you wear it, you push the button right on and it lights up. There are 3 speeds, so this is the weakest speed. You push it once, you push it the second time for the medium speed, and it lights up, so it makes you look like some kind of Darth Vader. And you can actually feel the air blowing through, and pushing it a third time gives you the highest speed. So it really helps. For me, I live in Singapore, which is a kind of a hot place, so there's no winter here. Actually no seasons except summer. So for me it really helps because it takes out all the hot air and uncomfortable breath from my face, and it filters it out through the bottom. So it really gives you a cooling effect inside. I wish there were another fan over here, which I'll get into later, because that is a con that I need to talk about. So this fan is pretty strong, and the good part is that it's so easy to use, and if you push it a 4th time, it'll turn itself off. So yeah, and of course it's by a respected brand name, Philips, so you know that this is a quality product. The mesh material is very easy to clean and wipe. It is kind of like a, how can I say it? It's like a PVC or like a nylon and like a soft plastic mix. So it's kind of like your watch, your wearable watch. So very, very comfortable to use, a bit on the small side, and the filters are very inexpensive and easy to replace. One filter, it's about, I believe, it's about a few dollars, and it lasts for about 10 days or 14 hours a day, 140 hours. So yep, that's it for the pros, I believe. Oh, also the strap is adjustable, so you can make it as long or as short as you want to suit your face. Alright, and it's also relatively light compared to the other masks, the LG mask and the... I haven't tried the Razer yet because there's just no demo available, but that one looks like it could be pretty heavy. So I would say that this would probably be the lightest of the 3. Oh, I didn't take this part take this out. So the filter is held by 2 little straps, not straps, but these are 2 little nibs at the bottom here. So what you do is that you would take this out, and you can see that this part is magnetically attaching to this thing over here. So you can just fit it on right here, and it goes into place. And what you do is that there is a little hole over there, and you would put it in the hole, and you would put it in the wide area, and you would lock it in the narrow area. So yep, just something like that, very easy to use. And the fan is the same. The fan is on the other side, and you can remove the fan you can wipe the mask, but don't wash it. Don't put it in the washing machine. Yeah, and you can take the fan out as well for cleaning if you want. And it just snaps back in place. You just snap the filter in place in the fan, and you put this part inside. Okay, so it's relatively easy to set up, and that is another pro. Now, as for the cons of this, I feel this should have made two sizes, one for ladies and one for men, because I feel like this is more of a female size. My face is, yeah, I mean, it's on the bigger side for a guy, but I still believe that this will not fit many guys. So when I put this on, it barely goes down to the bottom of my chin. I really gotta sort of like stretch it, and any kind of like mouth movement, like if I'm talking or something to you like that, it kind of stretches it, so it barely covers the bottom of my chin, and people have told me that it looks a little bit too small. And actually, it is too small for me. You know, if you were a lady, you had a smaller face, that could be a good thing. The other con is that this is not available globally. So in the marketing, it is mostly available in Asia. I don't know which Asian countries it is in, but obviously Singapore, where I live, is one of them. I think India has it too. Maybe Korea, maybe China. So if you're looking to get it, it will probably not be in your region unless you live in Asia or you do an import. And the worst, I think the biggest con about this kind of mask is the battery life. For one thing, it charges via micro USB. So obviously, most phones these days run on USB-C, right? So you're going to be hunting around for that cable. And the other thing is that the battery life is pretty bad. Compared to the LG or to the Razer, I think the Razer's lasts for about 6 to 8 hours at normal speeds, and LG also lasts for 8 hours. The LG has two fans, and LG is kind of like it's not a flexible kind of plastic. I mean, it is flexible in that it bends in two, but it's not like this. It's not like a fabric kind of mask. It's a firm plastic kind of mask. So the LG has two fans, and those two fans are very, very cooling, and they kind of how can I say it? It's about it's 249 Singapore dollars or it's about 180 USD, which is about 80 bucks more than this one. But it's a bit harder to maintain because they have three filters in there. So they have the they have the left and right, and then the bottom filter. So you have to get all three filters, filter replacements when it runs out. So for me, it was too much trouble and it's too expensive. So I said, no, I'm gonna get the Philips because it's so much easier. But yeah, the Philips only has one fan, which could be a drawback, and the battery life is bad. So it's 3 hours at the max. So if you only push it once, when the fan is pretty weak, for me it doesn't really help very much. So if you put it to the strongest, it'll only last for about 2 to 2.5 hours, and it takes another 2 hours to charge. So I mean, if you're out and about, you don't want to be worrying about charging your mask. And once the fan is off, once the battery runs out and your fan is off, it is going to be very, very hot and stuffy. So it is hotter than if you wore a normal mask. So for this reason, I don't bring it out. If I go to the office, I just wear it on my commute. So from door to door, from the door of my home to the office, and then vice versa back again. I don't actually wear it in the office because in the office I have a fan. I just switch to a normal surgical mask, and that works for me. That's pretty much it about the cons. So the price is alright. I mean, it seems very expensive, and it is pretty pricey, but for what you get, I think it's okay. It's tolerable. It's just that the battery life makes it very hard to use as your daily go-to mask. If only they could improve it, and they made it two sizes, one for males, one for females, it would have been a great product. And of course, if they could sort of make it more globally accessible, I think, for those guys, for those of you on YouTube who are looking to buy like this kind of like fan-powered, battery-powered mask, this could be something that is useful for you, especially if you're in a very hot and humid place. But anyway, these are my thoughts on the Philips Fresh Air mask. Let me know if you got any questions or thoughts, and please like my video if you haven't and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.